Hello everyone, welcome back to our FM17 European Journeyman series as we push on into January and try and finish off the transfer business that we have left to do, and also try and continue our push into the top four in the Champions League. We're currently sitting in fourth place, 4 points clear of Sevilla. We take on Celta Vigo today, who are one of the teams chasing us, so a victory will put 9 points between us and them and probably knock them out of the race for good. We've got 18 games left to go in the league season, so still a long way to go. 9 points can be closed down, but it certainly would be a good thing for us. There is a little bit of transfer news to tell you about, and that is that we have let Ayman Abdennour go for up to £15 million. It brings some extra cash in. I'm not planning to spend the cash, but I am looking at free transfers. There's a few players out there that are looking quite appealing, but they aren't yet available for us to go in for bids because they want to run down their contract a bit more and see what other clubs might be interested. So I'll keep you in the loop if we do bring anybody else in, but I think I'm quite happy with the balance of the team for the objectives we have at the moment, which are trying to win the Copa del Rey and finish in the top four in our first season, which would be quite a good season as far as I'm concerned. For the game against Celta de Vigo, we do have Munir up top with Nani on the right and Bakali coming in on the left. Then it's Medran, Perez and Parejo through the middle, with Gaia, Mangala, Garay and Cancelo across the back four and Diego Alves in goal. I know a few people have been questioning my rotation of players at the back especially, but also in other areas of the pitch. And at the moment I'm not playing Mangala, even though he's probably the best player to partner Gray, because he is only on loan and I don't really plan to sign him long term. That might change, but right now I'm not that interested in him. And I do want to see who out of Adrian Santos and Garay, Gaia and others will actually get into the first team next season. I will look to bring in some other players if we can in defence, but otherwise I'm reasonably happy, and it's all about figuring out what the strongest back four we have is. So we are going to be using Mangala and Garay for this game. I think they at the moment are the two strongest players, but I do like Santos, and he's got a 7.33 average rating at the moment, so I think he's playing quite well. Losing Abdennour does make things a bit easier. He wasn't getting in the team that much, and I didn't rate him very much, which is why Mangala is now starting today. But we should have a team more than good enough to get past Celta Vigo, and then we can focus on that Copa del Rey match in midweek. Orellana having a run at our left flank. He puts the cross in early. Mangala gets it away, but Diaz is there. Now Was slips it through. Hernandez has slotted it in at the near post, and we've fallen behind inside 5 minutes. Hernandez looking to do damage down that right side again. He's found Espas. Hernandez across, and Bongonda has tucked it in, and we are falling apart 20 minutes into this match. Orellana skips past our left back like there's nobody there, and now he's continuing a long run. He's found Espas, and we're 3-0 down. This is absolutely appalling from the team. Parejo's corner cleared out by Malo, and nobody's going after that ball. Diaz has got a clean run at it. He's got a man further ahead as well. Cancelo gets to the ball luckily. Now Bakali, can we get a goal back? We really need one. Instead he gives the ball to Diaz, and Espas can come back at us. He's going past the defender. He's got 2 men arriving in the box, pulls it back, and we're 4-0 down. Parejo to Perez. Now Garay slips the ball through. Nani's got in behind, and he's managed to find the back of the net as well. We get a consolation goal back. We've been much better in the second half, but that first half was appalling. Well, a full-time whistle's gone, and it's the heaviest defeat I think we've suffered as manager of Valencia. That was absolutely terrible from the team, especially that first half performance. We did better in the second half, but when you're 4-0 down at half-time, there's very little you can do. And instead of moving 9 points clear of Celta Vigo, they've closed the gap to just 3. Well, we're going to need a much better performance against Real Sociedad today if we're going to progress through the Copa del Rey. We do have that advantage from the home leg, and now away from home we need to hang on to that advantage. We are going to play with Munir, Nani and Bakali still leading the line. Thiago has come into the centre midfield with Medran ahead of Parejo. Then it's Gaia and Montoya at the full-back roles, with Adrian Santos joining Garay at centre-back. Mangala is booted to the curb after the 4-goal crushing in the last game. Medran through to Munir. Pulls it back to Medran again. Now Mina cutting in from that left side. Thiago over to Montoya. He's got 3 in the box to aim for. He pulls it across. Munir's there. He tucks it into the bottom corner. Gives us the away goal. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure if away goals count in this competition, but it means we're 3-0 up on aggregate. Diego Alves kicks the ball forward. He does have a knock, and it's worth noting I've already had to take 2 players off their injury, which is why I've left him on despite the knock, because he is in goal. It's not a major factor having low fitness. As Munir's played in, over the top, goes for goal. Rulli saves it. Nani beats his man down the right, still going. Takes it to the byline, holds it up, pulls it across. Medran with the effort, he's hit the crossbar, and Munir couldn't get the touch. There's a full-time whistle. We've managed to beat Real Sociedad and book our place in the next round of the Copa del Rey. A very good home and away performance sends us through. Unfortunately, Barcelona have managed to get through too, but it means we're into the semi-finals where we're going to play Atletic Bilbao. Now, it's a disappointing thing that we've lost both Jose Guy, who's a very good left-back, and Bakali. He's out for a bit longer than I would like, 3 to 5 weeks for him. But the game against Atletic is going to be very interesting. It does come pretty much immediately. These fixtures are incredible in the Copa del Rey, but it means that we're going to be taking on Atletic after Las Palmas in our next match. So we'll find out in this episode if we're in the final of the Copa del Rey. Well, the team's getting pretty tired with all the games being forced on us at the moment by the Copa del Rey, but away against Las Palmas we really need to get a win because the chasing pack are not far behind. There's just 1 point between us and Sevilla. We've got Mina coming in on the left flank. Depay is starting to come back to full fitness now. I'm hoping he'll be back for the Copa del Rey semi-final. We do have Nani on the right and Munir continuing to lead the line, with Medran, Thiago and Perez continuing as the middle three. Segura comes in at left back, Montoya continues at right back, and it's still Garay and Santos in the middle. Diego Alves is fit enough to start despite picking up that knock in the last match. Nani having a run down that right flank. He sends the ball forward early to Munir, who's in behind the defence and has managed to find the goal as well. That was an excellent finish from Munir, who's taken his tally to 16 for the season. Vicente sends the ball down the left. Helder's got to it. He's put a good cross in, but Adrilan Santos was there. Now Mina taking the ball out left, loses it to Hernan. I'm not been impressed with Mina, but we've just not got the players available right now. Calabria sends the ball in early and it's gone into the back of the net for Las Palmas. It's 1-1 7 minutes into the game. Munir sends the ball down the line for Mina, who pulls it in, and Nani at the near post has managed to get another lead for us. Medran, excellent spread out wide to Nani, who's cut back inside, but it's created space for Montoya. He sends the ball across, it's cleared away. Thiago down, Mina in the area has found the bottom corner, and after slating him earlier today, he's gone and got a goal and an assist for us. Oh, Vicente's been fouled by Perez, who's already on a yellow card, and he's picked up a red now. We're 3-1 up, but with over half the match to play, we're down to 10 men. Thiago wins the header, ball comes back to him. Now Munir. Out wide to Mina. He's got players to his right and he finds Thiago, who slips it into Nani. He's got a man outside him but puts the cross instead, and Mina has got another goal for us. It's 4-1 that we lead. Tana sends the ball over the top and they've got him behind us and they've also got a goal. It's 4-2 out of nothing for Las Palmas. Mina having a very direct run from that left flank, does lose the ball to David Garcia. And Asdrubal is onto the ball. He's also on a hat-trick, so we need to be careful. Vieira, inside to Vicente. His shot is blocked off Medran. Now Munir can launch something. He's got Mina making a run and he finds him. Mina still going, lays it off to Munir, who taps it into Medran, who slots it in. That was beautiful first touch passes in the final third to put us in front, 5-2. Mina sends the ball forward to Gregoric. Mina again. Got 2 players ahead of him in the middle, but he lays it off to Thiago, who finds Nani, who finds goal number 6 for our 10 men. Thiago heads the ball away from the corner, Helder back to Momo. He finds Vieira, pulls it back for Montoro, whose effort is deflected into the back of the net for 6-3. Well, when we went down to 10 men, I was worried this could completely fall apart, and Las Palmas did manage to get 3 goals, but luckily we were able to score 3 more goals after going down to 10 men, and it means that we do extend the gap on Sevilla to 4 points, at least temporarily. We're now 6 points clear of Celta Vigo again, but Malaga can also close that gap to 6 points. But it looks like Sevilla are becoming the team that are trying to catch us. Well, the January transfer window has closed ahead of the match with Atletic Bilbao in the Copa del Rey, and there is some news to tell you about. If we just have a look at the transfer history screen, you will see that as well as Abdenor going away for £15 million, we've also sold Martin Montoya, another defender, on deadline day. He's gone for £5.5 million. It's not a lot of money, but it was a non-negotiable offer, so I couldn't get more out of them. And I wanted the cash and also the opportunity to promote Cancelo to our full-time right-back, because he's got a lot of potential, and we had clubs like Liverpool sniffing around him in the summer transfer window. And in order to sort of help the balance of the team, I brought Tim Jedvaj in on loan. I'm hoping I'll be able to get him on a permanent transfer in the summer, but he's already a very good player. He can also play anywhere across the back, so he does a lot more than Montoya did for us. And you might see we also managed to get Ika Munian for £1.8 million. That's because we got him to agree a pre-contract deal, and then we were given the option of signing him for £1.8 million, which we did. He's currently valued at £11 million, so we've already cleared a very nice profit, but he's also just a good player and a very good long-term replacement for Memphis Depay. I think that he could be a better player than Depay down that left wing, and it means that we don't need to spend 20, 30, 40 million trying to get Depay into the club in the summer. So that is a very good option. He's not going to make his debut today because he's not fully fit. There is actually one other player which I've not mentioned, which I probably should, and that is a player that is not yet in the club or not on the confirmed transfers, but we've managed to get Saido Berahino in on a free transfer too. He's going to join us at the end of the summer. As soon as I saw him on offer, I just couldn't resist bringing him in, and we're going to pay him a decent wage and a little bit of cash, but given he's a free transfer, that's another very good deal. So I'm incredibly happy with the business we've done this summer, and hopefully we can get players like Jedvaj in on a permanent deal at the end of this season. But let me know in the comments what you think of our transfer business. I'm very, very happy with it, and I think we've got a strong team to push on and reach the top four from here. Against Bilbao, we do have Depay back from injury. He's going to start on the left flank. Like I said, Munian's on the left flank on the bench if we need him. The rest of the team is pretty much unchanged from before, except for Cancelo coming in at right back and Swiquera in at left back. But we should be able to get a good result against Athletic today in the first leg. Ketzer puts the ball in from the corner. It's cleared away. Susaeta back to Rico. To Marcus. Now San Jose. Rico. Lots of little passes from Bilbao. Ball out wide to DeMarcus. He's got people arriving in the middle. Atexe is one of them. He's hit the crossbar. We get a lucky escape. Parejo goes for the free kick and he's found the top corner. We've managed to get a goal out of nowhere. Bilbao have definitely been the better team, but we've snuck the lead away from home. Thiago to Madran. Ball out wide to Mina very quickly. He's got people arriving in the middle and he's lost the ball there too easily. Sabin over the top. Raul Garcia has managed to get through. There's a man unmarked in the middle and Villalba has found the bottom corner. We've been pegged back to 1-1. Sabin, back to Aketza, Raul Garcia, now San Jose. We need to be careful, we don't want to concede this late. Rico to Susaeta, Raul Garcia. They're just passing it between the midfield at the minute, but Susaeta's got in behind, puts it across, and Sabin has got the 89th minute win for Bilbao. We've managed to throw away our lead, and it's probably a fair reflection of the game. There's a full-time whistle. We have lost the first leg in the most disappointing way possible. We had the lead in the 70th minute, and then 75 minutes, Villalba gets the goal and Sabin gets the 89th minute winner. That is not the result we wanted from this first leg. We're still going to use a strong squad at home against Real Betis. Sevilla were held to a draw by Atletico Madrid, so if we win this game we will move 3 points clear of them in 4th place, which is why we've got Munian starting on the left flank for his full debut. He did play the last few minutes against his former club in the Copa del Rey, but this is his league debut, his first start. He's going to be joined by Munir and Nani in the front three, with Delph coming into midfield next to Thiago and Parejo just behind them. Then Gaia is at left back, Mangala and Garay are the central defensive partnership, with Cancelo at right back and Diego Alves in goal. It is worth noting this is the back four that conceded 4 goals recently, so I'm hoping they'll put in a much better performance in this match. Maggio's given that ball straight to Fabian Delph. He's gone down with an injury, I think. Iker Munion's on the ball, finds Parejo, cross to Thiago. Ball out wide to Gaia. He's got 3-4 in the box to aim at. He's being held up, finds Munion, skips the tackle, puts it into Delph. There's Munir, back to Delph, who fires it into the back of the net. An unlikely first goal scorer, but he's given us the lead. Gaia across to Fabian Delph. Now Thiago sends the ball through to Munion. Ball out wide to Gaia. He's got two people arriving in the middle. Sends the ball across. Nani's in there. It's come to Cancelo at right back. His effort blocked, but Munion's there to fire the ball into the back of the net on his first full start for the club. Diego Alves sends the ball forward. Nani wins the header, but Mandel gets to the ball. Ball played out, and it's come straight to Munion, who skips past one player, plays it across, and Munir tucks it into the bottom corner. Thiago forward to Delph. Memphis. We're all on the right side of the pitch at the moment as Parejo has the ball. Delph across to Memphis. Into Mina. It's going to have to be intricate passing to break them down in that sort of area. Memphis does use the left side. It's Yedfai on his debut. Puts it in and Mina is there for 4-0. Yedfai getting the assist. There's a full-time whistle. It's a very comprehensive 4-0 victory against Real Betis. That definitely helps us in the hunt for 4th place, takes us back above Sevilla after they played earlier today, and gives us 3 points of breathing room. We've also closed the gap on Atletico Madrid to 4 points, but they do still have a game in hand. Well, the final match of this episode is the all-important second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final against Athletic Bilbao. We're looking to overturn a 2-1 defeat away from home. We've got Iker Munion starting again after scoring on his league debut against his former club today. Munir continues up front with Nani still on the right side of midfield. Medran and Thiago are in the centre with Perez behind them, and then it's Gaia, Santos, Garay and Cancelo in the back four with Diego Alves in goal. The team's relatively fit considering we only played a few days ago, 2-3 days ago, and I'm hoping that we've got enough left in the tank to push past that 2-1 deficit and win this game by a comfortable margin. Susaeta's free kick. He's looking for Aduriz and Adrilan Santos has given away a penalty. That's the last thing we needed at this point. It's going to be Raul Garcia with the penalty, and he's found the bottom corner, and any away advantage has been completely wiped out. We now need 2 goals to try and get through this leg. Medran finds Munion with the pass from the free kick. Guy is in behind, the ball easily cut out by Kepa. Estuando's lost the ball. Munir was allowed in, and Munir has capitalised brilliantly. A goal from nothing for us brings us back into this tie. Well, we tried to throw absolutely everything forward, but we're not going to win this game. That stupid penalty in the 4th minute from Santos has completely blown our chance. Mina can go forward all he likes. With 3 seconds left, it's all over. He's still going though, he's not giving up, he puts the ball in, it is cleared away, and there's the full-time whistle. We have been beaten, we're knocked out of the Copa del Rey in the semi-finals, which is so disappointing. I'm really annoyed at the team. A, that we lost the first leg when we were leading it, and B, that we've thrown it away at home. We had 60 minutes, an hour to get another goal and win that game, and we just couldn't do it despite 26 shots, 10 of which were on target. And it means that it'll be Athletic Bilbao and Barcelona in the final of the Copa del Rey and not us. Well, it's been a bit of a disappointing episode for that reason. The defeat to Celta Vigo was really poor, and then with that semi-final over 2 legs, failing to beat Athletic once has really put a dampener on the episode. But we are still in a good position in the league. We're still in 4th place, 3 points clear of Sevilla, and we can now focus purely on the league. We'll have a week's rest between most games, which will definitely help us. We're going to start off though against Real Madrid. We're away from home for that one, and we're absolutely knackered after playing so many games without a real break over the last month or so. So that's going to be quite a tough match, but I'm hoping we can put in a good shift, try and bounce back from the Copa del Rey disappointment. Then we have a nice run of games against Deportivo Alaves, Granada, Espanyol, Osasuna and Villarreal, all teams I would expect us to beat, so we should be able to solidify our position in the league table in the next episode. So make sure you check in tomorrow to see how we get on. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and drop a like on the video if you enjoyed a cup run in our first season. But until next time, see ya.